Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday, and I hope that just like every day of the week, you look forward to Friday and the weekend just as much as you look forward to your week, because you had a productive week, you did great things for your body, you were active, you slept well. And if you didn't do all of those things, I hope you did some of those things, because they make a huge difference. The smallest changes make a huge difference. The smallest dietary improvements improve your health by so much. So if you changed one thing this week, if you made one step towards your goal, that is one step closer to where you want to be and one step closer to being the best version of yourself. So I congratulate you, and I hope that you go into the weekend with just the same amount of determination, because sometimes weekends can be harder. We are a little bit off schedule, off routine. Maybe events come up and things come up, and we see friends and family, and you might be tempted to slide off track or get comfortable. But don't, because you'll still have to face yourself at the end of the day. You'll still have to go back into Monday and start a week over, and hopefully you're starting that week over stronger, and not less stronger. I won't say weaker, because you are not weak. Now, what I do want to tell you is, as much as you might feel good making these changes, the people around you might not always be supportive. You might be so lucky and have everyone around you that's supportive, but then there's also going to be times and people that you encounter that aren't so supportive of you. And it's okay, because you are sure of you, and you are sure of the decisions that you've made, and the dietary choices that you're making, and that's all that matters. So if a friend of yours or a family member is supportive of you, it will be so obvious, because they will support your decisions of bettering yourself, and they won't push things on you. They won't push for you to go out to a restaurant if you're not comfortable doing so. They won't push for you to eat certain foods or join in on their eating habits, because you have to create your own, and you have to do what works for you. So recognize support, and recognize someone that's not supporting you, or an environment that's not supportive of you, and choose your path the way you see fit. So I'm not saying cut anyone out of your life or make all these vast changes or isolate yourself. Not at all. Definitely be part of society, be part of the world, but create the changes within yourself that you want to see in the world. And some people might be on board with you and some people might not, but it shouldn't matter to you, because you're in control of your life. You're pioneering this new life for yourself, and anyone who wants to support you is so welcome to support you, is so welcome to come on board. And that's the environment that we're creating, and the community that we're creating is open, it's caring, uplifting, positive, and you want to surround yourself with that, and support yourself in your decisions, and don't beat yourself up for the decisions that you've made, because it's what you're doing for yourself is amazing. So when you make great changes and all this stuff, you look forward to your life every day, you take on the day with excitement, and every day isn't going to be the best day. Things happen in our lives, and that's just the way it works, and that's the way the world works. But you can be happy with yourself at the end of the day for the things that you did that bettered yourself, like the things that are in your control. So there's certain things that are not in our control, but did you do everything that was in your control that you could do for yourself? That's the main question, and that's the question that'll get you that answer every day, that yes, I did everything I could today to better myself. I made the right decisions. I chose to be healthy. I chose to be happy, and I'm happy. And tomorrow's a new day, and it'll be better and great. And you see yourself, envision yourself with those changes, with that healthier version of yourself that you see in the not so distant future. It's not so distant. I've lived many years wishing and hoping to be something other than, you know, fat or other than obese, but sitting around and wishing and hoping doesn't actually bring you to what you need. Doesn't bring you to what you want. You have to actually put in the work. You have to dedicate yourself and your diet and your lifestyle to the goal that you have in mind, and you'll start to see your goal in the actions that you take on a daily basis. Because if you are sitting around wishing and hoping, any goal and any dream can seem impossible. But when you're doing the work, nothing's impossible. You're literally putting in that effort. You're putting in the daily effort. You're on your grind every single day to see that version of yourself. And you will. There's no doubt that you will see that version of yourself. So be grateful for who you are. Be grateful for the choices that you made. These choices that you make every day are considered self-care choices. They're self-love. You're lovingly feeding yourself good foods, and you're lovingly getting enough rest, and you're lovingly being active. And you don't have to be active every single day, but every single day you have to put positive things into your body, and that includes the foods that you eat. If you eat crappy foods, you're going to feel crappy. There's no doubt about it. If you eat good foods, you're going to feel good, even on your worst day, I promise you. So I wanted to also, I have a note here, and I'm always referring to it because now I take notes for you guys because I can't remember anything. And it's only because there's so much information. When you seek information and when you seek knowledge, it pours in at an alarming rate, just the same way as when you go towards your goals, like think opportunities and possibilities open up for you that weren't there. Well, they were there before, but you just weren't open to them. And the more you learn about nutrition, the more you learn about different things that work for your body, the easier it becomes, and actually the more exciting, because you want to know what other people are doing and what changes they've made in their lives and what other people that are successful in this path have done. And in turn, it makes you want to be in line with those people and in those communities, and learning from those that have done it before you successfully. And you will become one of those successful people, because there's no doubt with hard work, persistence, preparation, that you will get there. It may not happen in a day or a week or a month. It actually won't happen in that time, but it will happen. There's no doubt about it. And there's no doubt in my mind that you can do it. And there's no doubt in my mind that I can either. The feeling that you get too, you start feeling so in love with your life and who you are, and you are so comfortable being alone. For the first time in my life, I am so comfortable being by myself. I'm so comfortable being alone and living alone and being with myself, literally being with myself, loving myself. It is such a strange concept to me because I have so much love to give, and I've always loved my family, my friends, my niece, my friends' children, but I never loved myself. And I always, even when I met somebody, like I always wanted to pour all my love out into that person and pour all my energy out into that person, not realizing that the person that needed the most love and needed the most energy was me. And so when I isolated and removed everything out of my life, I realized that the person that needed the most attention was me, from me. And I can't tell you how rewarding a relationship with yourself is, because you have to experience it. It's something so amazing. And please be comfortable with yourself, or get to the point where you're comfortable with yourself and happy to be alone. And that doesn't mean that you're not happy to be with other people. It just means you're happy in your own skin, and you're happy to be alive, and you're grateful for every moment that you have. I wasn't always like that. I didn't always love myself, and it was so evident in my life, and I so love myself now. Like, I literally can't not love myself. I don't know, like, it's so like crazy to me that I love myself. Like, it's so happy. Like, these are happies here. So love yourself. It's so important. Self-care is so important. Uh, your weekends shouldn't be the end of you, or shouldn't be the end of your routine. It should be a time to put in more effort into self-care, because on Monday through Friday, if you're typically working, 8 hours a day, you're working and dedicating yourself to work and this and that and 100 other things, and a hundred other directions that were pulled. So if you have time for yourself, even if it's 1 day a week or 1 hour a day, do some things that are self-care things for you, or prep for your whole week. Prep your meals that are going to care for your body all week. And on the weekends, like, find some quiet time. Maybe light a candle, read a book, watch a funny movie, a video, call a friend, or be with yourself. Turn on some music. Dance in your own room, dance in your own house or space, and cook something. Whatever brings you true joy, without worrying about the judgment of the outside world or anything. Do those things. And there's no need to follow. You can follow along with what everyone else is doing, and whatever is socially acceptable, and hang out and be trendy and do all that stuff. But if that doesn't bring you true fulfillment, then why are you doing it? So for me, my life now is bringing me true fulfillment, and it may not be something that other people can do or other people can understand, but it works for me. And it works for me to not keep up with everyone and not know what's going on in everyone's life, because I've started to fill my life. I've started to fill my own cup, and I don't need anyone to fill it for me. It's so empowering to fill up your own cup and be so full, and not full of yourself, but full of your own life and full of the love that you have for yourself, so that every day feels like a gift. And every day is a gift. I don't know. There's not one day on this earth that's not a gift, I'm telling you. And I'm living it. I'm literally living it. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to be making this video, to be talking about it, to be able to take on my life with more joy than I had last year in 2017. Towards the end of 2017, I had it. I did not want this life, and I figured, I haven't been happy all this time, so what's going to change? And the only thing that needed to change all this time was me and my outlook and the way I saw life. So look at life through a different lens. Allow yourself to see life differently, and life will be different. Life will be different. And don't there's a use social media and use different things for your benefit. So if you're always on social media, follow pages and things that motivate you. If you're on YouTube, watch videos that motivate you, that add to your life, not take away from it. There's this motivational speaker. His name is Jay Shetty. Maybe you've heard of him, maybe you haven't. But I watched a video clip of his, and it said, he said the 4 words that have torn down more dreams and goals and hopes of anyone in any other 4 words are, what will people say? So it's so true. I've lived my life worried about what people say, what people think of me, if people like me. So many freaking questions that I go through in my mind, like, oh, will this person like me, and this person, and I want to be part of this and that and that, and go here, and what guy, if the guy's calling me back, and if he's not, why? Who cares? Who cares about all that? Who cares about fitting in? Who cares what people will think of you? Because honestly, worried about what people will think of me up until now has gotten me nowhere. Worried about if a guy is going to call me back or not, it hasn't gotten me anywhere. So I'm not worried about what anyone thinks of me anymore. And there are days and times that I still feel self-conscious. I still feel, like the biggest one in the room, and because I am sometimes. And it's okay to feel these things. I'm definitely not someone who's completely not caring what people think, and I'm not completely free of those thoughts, but you don't need to be completely free of those thoughts. Those thoughts just can't govern your life and the choices that you make. So if you're worried about what someone's going to think because of what you're eating or what you're doing with your life, then stay home, close the door, and continue doing what you need to do for yourself. But if you get to the point where you're okay and comfortable just being okay and comfortable outside of your little world, then go out there and be social and meet people and go out with people and have your friends, have those interactions with your friends, family, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever it is. But first, be a whole person. Be whole and complete so you don't look to other people to make you feel complete or whole, or to validate you, or to make you feel important, or to like you. Because if you like you, that's all that matters. So I hope this weekend you do all those positive things for yourself. Like yourself, love yourself, create the life that you want for yourself. Please like and subscribe. Like my videos. I'm going to keep creating content for you guys. And subscribe to my channel. Share my channel with anyone you think would benefit from it. I think everyone can benefit from it. And I hope to see you on Monday. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.